Okay, let's make it happen. Here we go. Oh man, that was pretty cool. Okay. What's up? You know, I kind of try to find like a different angle to all this. Um, and first and foremost, I have to kind of say that I've been like trying to find like a better workflow to what I've been doing, and I just realized that I have this cool little like guide that I created, and I'm gonna take that off. All right. Anyways, I hope that that's not written into the um, video, but if it is, you know, whatever, no big deal. Um, Regardless, I am super stoked to have figured out maybe like a easier like workflow for what I'm doing and how I'm setting this up. So a quick little run through is like I am using the camera, sending it to OBS, and then OBS I'm recording in D-Log, so therefore I can use filters on OBS to do some very quick color correction, and then drop a LUT on top of it, and it works pretty okay, you know. Mm. I'm not trying to do like the most extensive kind of editing, and we've got an ND filter already on the camera, so like it tends to work. So I'm pretty happy about that. Um, Nonetheless, hello everyone. Really had some, awesome. Like I don't know, I don't even know how to like describe a lot of this because it's still a bit hush hush. But today had some cool follow ups and some really great news, just with like personal life and with the wife, and it's just like a great time to just kind of like be alive and be able to witness the things that we're experiencing together, and just being able to just be there, be present, and just be in the moment. Uh, Today's the 18th. Tomorrow is a day off, so I'm glad, and I'll be able to upload some content there too. But um, yeah, I don't know. Like today's kind of chat was kind of like on. I wanted to talk about like the purpose of all this and kind of what I've been thinking like on it. Right, like at first it was just like, oh, it's like this kind of like entry to hold me accountable and just kind of like keep exploring on like you know creativity and just keep like wanting to push the envelope forward. But I think one of the I think it would be a disservice to not kind of disclose some of like the further or like the deeper like desires, right? Like it's really to take note of where I am musically and with my musicianship, and um, putting it out in the world and putting in time to get better, and it just being like a moment in time and just saying like, hey, on this day in this hour, person was like this good, and the history will be able to tell if like I improved, or I just kind of like was happy with where I was. And look, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being content and being satisfied. I think for me it's just the desire for there to be multiple lines of history that intersect, so that when folks can look back, or future generations look back, they can see tangible moments of history intersecting, with each other, kind of like having like small moments of, oh, hey, you know, uh, Herson was doing this, and that also was part of XYZ. Like I think that that's a really cool way of allowing yourself to leave Easter eggs in life, right? Like I'm not talking about like a legacy or anything like that. That's great. I think those folks who pursue that is amazing. But I think like life Easter eggs that I can leave behind, that if if the family history and tree continues to grow down the line, someone will think back. It's like, hey, what was that? Grandpa, great grandpa Herson up to all those years ago, and the fact that we have a digital record of this, it's almost as if we're immortalized a bit. Um, so that's something that I've been thinking about and kind of wanting to like just reflect on, right? Like, and that's and part of me is always wanting to like desire to expand and grow and be better and be good at something. Also, like I would love to work and um do like more music work, and that's something that like I think that a lot of times we take for granted when it's there and we think it's going to be forever, and we kind of allow ourselves to coast, and that has been a trope that many of us, some of us, like have fallen into. I know I have, but there's one thing that I've realized, especially like in my vocational world, like as like design and like brands and stuff. It's like um, if the work doesn't exist, to create it, like make the work. Like it's okay to make something that's not real, that doesn't exist, doesn't have form, that nobody's made, or it's not out in the world. Just like make it. Like it's okay. Like for me, that was kind of like what I was doing with this. Um, I was just like, right. So originally, it was just going to be kind of like this, kind of like shuffled thing, right? It was going to be in G, but I was like what a simple little concept. Like allow like a multiple delays to kind of lay it on top of each other, right? So like when you let it go, it just kind of right, and then right, and then right, and then yeah, like and I was going I thought that was pretty cool. That's not a thing. That doesn't exist anywhere. Like that doesn't like no one's like maybe there is like some like creative continuity because there's nothing new under the sun. But like that to me felt new. Like I thought that was pretty new, and I like that. That was pretty awesome. What have I been practicing? Okay, so there's this creator, Caitlin. She's an educator, fellow believer, which is pretty cool. Like, she's got a very interesting little drill about like keeping like the finger height down, which is like, and I kind of use like scales to do that, just because they allow specifically in one position, just because I think like when you spread out the finger shapes a bit more, it kind of helps with the dexterity, and I'm already fighting like limited range of motion with this wrist, and just because like I broke this when I was like 14, and it's just been an uphill battle since then. But it's just like right. It's just kind of like keeping the height of your fingering kind of low. Also, I've been playing for a minute, but like I really recently got into like shouldering the pick, right? Like so, like when we're talking about like the pick itself, we look at this, right? We instead of playing the like a super sharp tip in the pick, we end up just using the shoulder, which I think it's pretty cool. Gotta keep it down. But that's nor here nor there. But for me, I think that yeah, that's something new. That's something that I kind of like been messing with. Also, like with different shoulder textures, right? We have these like these nylon, these like like the edge looking ones, right? Like with the textured ones, and then we have the Herco Dunlops that like are also textured, and they add this interesting. Especially if you have a compressor on, like you can have those like weird transients kind of come through, right? It's pretty cool. I think it's pretty awesome. What else have I been? And I think like in general, like just kind of like wanting to have the like the instrument speak a little bit more, right? So I think that's been kind of like, and then also like getting surprised by voicings, right? So like we have and right, like I think that was pretty cool. Like to get surprised by that. At that open B with the E on top, that's very interesting. That's kind of where I'm at. With what I've been kind of like messed with. Ooh, also, I totally forgot about this. I've also been building like this super strat kind of thing. I've been just kind of like piecing it together. So if there's like there's a very generous company or organization out there who wants to endorse this little build of mine. So let me just kind of like run you through what currently is on here. So like these are the Lambertone Mayer combo pre-wired thing. No, not pre-wired, just like pickup set. Then I got myself the Obsidian Sound solderless kit, which by the way, Obsidian Sound, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Figured out what was wrong. It is me. It's not you. I'm wrong. You're right. I'm sorry. Like at first I thought it was something with like the wiring or maybe some sort of faulty like version, but turns out the quad cortex does not like buffers into the input. So just be forewarned, if you have a quad cortex, don't throw a buffer into the input because you will get this interesting like load capacity from 0 to 1. So when you turn off the volume, it'll like pop and just like what's going on? So it turns out like buffering into the quad cortex into the input doesn't like it. It's not a fan. So that's also side note. This neck I was able to find from a local shop. It's got no name, no nothing. It had been fretted already. It had very sharp edges. I did like the most hideous and heinous fret job that I could do. Added some locking tuners that I had laying around, the string tree. And then I also was trying to work on this, and I just took it off just for some like examples here. But check this out. I was working on filing down and getting this, check it out, this nut to fit. So this is 42 millimeter. I think it's millimeter, right? If that's a nut, bone nut. I think I forget what company it was, but I was able to get it. Yeah. And it flew. Okay. So bone nut, found it. All right. I was able to do it, sand it down. I didn't have a good sander, so what ended up working for me was the beveling grinder for the the fret sprout. That ended up working pretty well. That was pretty cool. But yeah, that's kind of what we used to get that to fit. Before I lose it, here it is. But yeah, it was super fun, just kind of like working on it. Also, we all know what this is, the mint jar thing with more blue picks and other stuff. Coconut water. Love me some coconut water. But yeah, that's what we got today. So awesome. I might do another one. Just kind of like, I don't know. We'll see. But see ya.